So we're in Stevenson, Alabama. We meet Brittany Smith. She says there's absolutely nothing to do around where she lives. So what does she do? She goes into the forest looking for fossils and crystals with healing powers.
I love this so much.
Me too.
She goes, I found some really cool fossils, except for that one that turned out to be dog poo. And I'm like, sometimes dog poo can really harden, okay?
Are we
I'm with you,
finding
Brittany.
real, fossils in the woods?
Sure, you can find crystals in the woods.
What's
Yeah.
exactly a fossil? What qualifies it as a fossil? Does it have to be 200 million years old?
I don't think it had. I think you could find this is a fossil from 40 years ago, maybe. It's a fossil is a fossil is a fossil, I think.
I didn't know
that.
The
coolest ones are the oldest ones you can get.
How about the people in Montana who find dinosaur bones? That's a real thing.
Yeah.
Do you know did we talk about this? The dinosaurs lived for 200 million years?
Yeah.
That is a very long time.
Yeah, they're awesome.
And they're gone now.
They're fascinating. I love dinosaurs. Always have, always will. The dinosaur gal.
Anyway, back to Brittany.
Yeah.
We learn that she's been arrested for murder for killing a man who was in her home. And she says, I did what I had to do to protect my brother and myself. Quote, I'm ready for my stand your ground hearing. If they let me tell my story, I believe I will win.
Yeah. I want to slow down on what she said. She said, I did what I thought I had to do. No. What I did have to do.
Yeah.
Not what she thought, what she actually had to do in the moment.
Wait till she gets on the stand. This woman is whip smart.
Yeah,
she knows,
she is.
Yeah.
And so we meet Ashley. She's a journalist for Alabama Media Group, and she's covered a lot of stand your ground cases, and they were all men, meaning all men were standing their ground.
And she says, in those cases, stand your ground in case you don't know what it is. It means somebody comes into your home, they make you feel like your life is in imminent danger, and you are allowed to kill them.
And it doesn't even need to be in your home. George Zimmerman hid behind it when he murdered Trayvon Martin, even though Trayvon wasn't carrying a weapon, and the cops were like, please don't shoot that kid, and he did anyway.
Exactly.
But stand your ground is kind of if someone, I looked it up, there are a lot of instances where you could use this.
Wow.
A lot more than just, because I thought it was someone kicks your door in and tries to get you.
Like a home invasion.
No. It's if someone is committing or about to commit kidnapping, assault, burglary, robbery, forcible rape. All rape is forcible.
Yeah.
But committing or about to commit. So it really becomes your word against their situation.
Yeah, well, exactly. And this reporter is saying that in these situations where it's men who have done this, who've killed the person, she says,
police may go to a scene, find that someone's been killed, and then they'll just say it was justified. And they often dismiss cases. In Brittany's case, she was charged with killing a man who she accused of raping her. And if she is convicted, she could face up to life in prison.
Brittany was charged with killing a man who raped Brittany.
Yeah.
And so looking at the law on the books in the state of Alabama, it says you can use deadly force against another person. Paragraph 3, Section E says forcible rape. So again, it's all forcible. But according to the state of Alabama, Brittany is well within her rights to do what she did.
Now, listen, I believe that Brittany did. I am on Brittany's side here. We are going to learn that this is the nuance of this is going to be so enraging when it comes out of my mouth. So everyone just bear with me for what you're about to hear. She did kill the man who raped her, but it was not during the act of the rape. Something else was happening later, which was when she killed him. I mean, something where her brother's life was in imminent danger.
But also, according to the black and white laws in writing, she's still totally within her rights to kill him.
Yeah.
It's assault.
But that's where the judge, I think, is going to find nuance in this. It's enraging. You should be able to kill that guy 20 years later.
All the
you know what I
places
mean?
to find nuance.
Exactly. For the woman judge to find nuance. You know what I mean?
And once you learn about this guy, this rapist, please, he's the fucking worst.
It's wild how this podcast has changed my opinion on the death penalty, where it's I want that person to fry in the electric chair. And I know you've made me understand, and I understand that we can never have the death penalty because if one innocent person is killed, then we can't have it.
It's got to be 100% right 100% of the time.
Which is impossible for it to be. And I'm not pro-death penalty now, but I'm never mad that the bad guy that we know is the bad guy is going to fry.
You're happy to have people not on this planet anymore.
Yeah.
Which I think is valid.
And I'm glad it hurt on the way out.
I don't think anyone misses this guy. She had every right to fucking kill him.
His family, the apologist for him.
No, please. So if Brittany is found guilty of murder, she can face life in prison. And if if the stand your ground hearing is successful, she'll walk away a free woman.
Right.
So journalist Ashley asks a really good question.
The most compelling thing to me was, are women able to use the system to defend themselves in the way that men are?
Are women allowed to use the system to defend themselves in the same way that men are? I'm going to guess no.
Ashley, what a silly question, girl.
Especially when it comes to rape.
100%.
It's like definitely not. Oh, rape for sure not.
Yeah.